13 8-hour videos about Batman. Go!
We'll watch everything Batman related. Hi everybody who may be watching out there in the universe. My name is Drew and I like Batman. See us on my t-shirt. I like Batman. It's also my birthday. Well, the birthday was yesterday, but this is for my birthday, so we're going to watch Batman.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen.
You were thinking about this for literally 20 minutes, how to start the stream, and that's what you came.
I'm going to say my catchphrase. I am exhausted. And I have nothing else to say. So we are going to be starting here in just a couple of moments to get this little party going. If you are joining us live, we are going to be doing our best to actually fill this with this hour and 45 minutes with some fun entertainment. But we'll get to that.
Is it that long of a movie?
I'm pretty sure you meant to say bat-tainment, but I'll let it slide this time.
This bat hour and bat 45 minutes.
I'll let it bat slide.
So you should tell people that what we're actually doing.
Yeah, so we are going to do a live commentary of the 1966 Batman movie starring Adam West and Burt Ward as Batman and Robin, the Cape Crusaders, the Dark Knight, and the Boy Wonder. And this is the first time we've done anything like this, so and we didn't really practice.
Yeah, we tried one Patrol 2 and it kind of crashed and burned on us.
Did we?
Yeah, we did a preliminary episode that never saw the light of day.
Yeah, it just
That's probably pretty good.
It was real bad. So if you would like to watch along, it is currently streaming legally on Amazon Prime Instant Video. If you're a Prime member, you can get access to that for free.
I signed up on Prime Day when they had all those great sales.
Oh, man, that was fantastic.
Batman 66 on top of it. It's what a deal, guys.
So with that said, we're going to get started here in just a second, give a couple of people a little bit more of a chance to go. Now,
click on Amazon, and then Batman.
Well, no, actually, first you need to click on our support link, and then click on Amazon.
Oh, yes. Way to plug,
if you're buying something. Cue it up to the very start.
Yes, so we are all three going to click play, and it is going to start with the 20th Century Fox logo.
Fanfare.
That's right.
Now,
Fox created the superhero film, so lay off Fantastic Four, guys.
Topical.
You got tracked!
I talk about the issues, all right?
So we are sadly not going to be able to show the movie alongside this because YouTube would shut us down for content ID.
Adam West would sue us immediately. His bat radar would go off. He'd be on the line with his lawyers.
So as we get started here, I'm going to just do a good old-fashioned show intro as we normally do. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the More You Nerd live Batman Birthday Bash. Well, it's live if you watched it live, which means you're watching it right now. But if you're not watching it right now and you're listening to it synced up to the copy of the movie that you have or you got on Amazon Prime, then it's not live. But it's still a Batman Birthday Bash. My name is Drew. Joining me, the Boy Wonder, Miles.
Good evening, everybody.
And Aunt Harriet? Patrick!
It's just me and with a pie creamed in my face. Hello, everybody! Hello, Brucey. Pow! Bam! Whiff!
So we are here to celebrate my birthday, which at the time of this recording was yesterday, and I am this many.
God, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Counted that quickly.
Yeah, so it's like that. So we're going to be starting in just a second. So before we get into it, though, I don't have a soundboard, so I can't do anything. But let's just kind of go over a little bit of what this movie meant to for us, because this is obviously my birthday challenge, but I think it's something that resonated with a lot of us when we were younger.
Yeah, so this was, I think you said this before, this was your first real experience with Batman, right?
The TV series specifically, yes.
It's a lot of people's. I mean, the comics, when this show was on, were not great.
Well, that was the Silver Age. It was post World War II, where
Yeah.
the comics were just weird and goofy because they were trying to sell comics. There was no real story. A lot of times the cover had nothing to do with what was going on inside. And it was a weird place in comics for in general.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I think a lot of us watched this growing up with their parents who experienced it, like as kids in the '60s.
Reruns on the Family Channel.
Well, it's
Reruns,
also
yeah.
it's also one of those shows that was just on in syndication all the time. So for an hour every single day on whatever local channel you had, you could watch the Adam West Batman show, and it'd have the will the Cape Crusader defeat the escape the trap, and tune in next time.
You would put money on the Dark Knight.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's going to get out of the death trap in this 2-part episode, because the
like
second
the
half of the 2-part is
coffee cup, dripping the super hot coffee that's burning the ropes. Like those weird elaborate traps I've ever seen in any show. I think.
And it's really like the first kind of TV show that was the word camp is like thrown around a lot, but if there wasn't the campy, cartoony Batman show, Miles, I don't think you would have a Power Rangers here in the U.S. It was definitely a lot of those common shows, and
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a stretch.
I mean, the popularity of that kind of like buoyant, very colorful live action show for kids, I don't think was. I don't think we would have any of them.
It's a tough call because we're talking about something almost 30 years later.
Yeah, but this definitely laid the groundwork. And then it was derided. Batman was derided at the time it came out as much as it was loved for that campiness. There's some people that were like, oh, this is silly. Why are people watching this? And there are other people. This was really big with college students back in the '60s because it was just so campy, so silly.
It's funny that you talk about the camp a lot because it is super campy, and I even remember it being super campy. But I think when I was younger, because I watched this, elementary school age, even before elementary school, and I don't remember it being obviously like in on the joke, and I'm wondering if that will be different watching it after all these years, because I haven't seen this movie for
at least 22 years for me.
Yeah, at least 10 years, if not more than that.
It has been
man.
Probably that long for me.
Well, let's get into it. So the Batman movie, it was actually put out by 20th Century Fox. I think the show was on ABC, but is actually the only part of the '66 Batman universe that you could easily get access to up until last year.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's because the TV rights and the movie rights were handled separately, and there was, I think, some thing with music, whatever. So this just happens to be the most readily available thing. As we start off, you're going to know something that is missing from this that is pretty iconic with the '66 Batman series. The opening na 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 Batman, not there. It opens a little bit differently. So we are all tuned in via, I believe, Amazon Prime. We're going to click play in just a second, and we will tell you when we hit those brilliant 20th Century Fox musical notes. Guys, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, listeners, are you ready?
Yep.
Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is.
For people in our lives,
For
people in our live stream, you should probably wait. Would you? No, you would press play at the same time if you're watching it live, right? Yes.
Yeah.
All right, good. Because there's usually a little bit of a delay.
Guys, I would also wish to express my gratitude to the enemies of crime and the crusaders against crime throughout the world.
This intro is so long and weird.
I know.
It's super weird. Lovers of adventure.
Unadulterated entertainment. Lovers of the ridiculous.
One of the most iconic images of Batman and Robin with the strobe light and the brick wall.
And that is a pretty good joke right there. We may have overlooked a sizable group of lovers. We apologize.
Fat Bat. Boom,
So this is a little bit of a mix or remix on the opening theme song.
Yeah, well, it's got this weird, like, Technicolor, like, pulpy...
Look at Adam West here. He's like, oh, he got the spotlight on me? Whatever.
Already checked out of the
Walking
movie.
away.
Already checked out.
This is day 0 of shooting.
And Burt Ward is, like, there. He's in it to win it.
Oh, man.
I love the Burt Ward.
Yeah.
Good. So good. He looks like my dad now,
So
like age-wise. And
So this is actually the premiere of Lee Merriweather as Catwoman, taking over from Julie Newmar.
Yeah.
Cesar Romero.
Get him,
Rock!
I go my Birdmobile.
And obviously Frank Gorshin, Amazing Riddler. And, every time I see...
Reginald Denny as Commodore Schmidlap.
Ooh, Stafford Depp. These names are great. Gil Perkins.
Milton Frome. Music by Nelson Riddle. Riddler?
It's a clue. The music composition is going to be robbed this Saturday night.
Obviously, this is a movie from the 60s before they changed the way that that movie opening credits worked. So you have all of the opening credits at the very beginning.
Yeah, I miss that. There's some
some
cool
things I do
intro
because
credits.
some movies did it well, and some movies, wow.
I love this.
Batman and Robin bumping each other. Oh, what are you doing here? But yeah, Bob Kane's credited, not Bill Finger. That's a bummer.
I actually credit National Publications instead of DC, right?
Well,
there.
because I mean, I think they were
Back
just
then it was. I'm pretty sure, right?
yeah.
And then Superman comics and.
I gotta say though, this transfer is really, really crisp.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I always remember watching the TV show.
I like how Alfred's umbrella is over himself and not Aunt Harriet while she's toiling well in the yard.
Alfred is he's holding the umbrella over her head so that she.
No, it's over him.
So that's one of the things that we got from the them re-releasing like the TV show. They released them in like the highest quality that they could,
Yeah.
which is why I did recommend people purchase it.
This instant costume change lever is one of my favorite things in the universe.
I love how the entrance to the Batpole says "Access to Batpole," as if they don't know that.
There's the emergency bat turn lever right there.
I wonder if that's going to come up
hang on. Turbines to speed.
And here comes the theme song. Oh, you gotta love that like sped up camera as well. I also love this version of Batman because the police are like A-okay, like everyone's A-okay with Batman doing everything.
Yeah.
Man,
Like,
that's crazy.
calling the
Police
airport.
don't want to fight sharks,
The
man.
Batcopter's at the airport. It's like, hey, we're on our way. Get this shit ready.
Yeah, no, Batman's got a whole crew working for him here.
He's essentially like a deputized hero.
Oh, yeah. I love the old Batmobile look. Oh,
I love the
that's
Batmobile
great.
look. The Batcopter with his profile on the front of it is pretty crazy too.
this looks like the first helicopter ever
It's not
invented.
even, it's a whirlybird's what it is.
Yeah, this does not look safe.
I also love the check it out. It's the bikini girls.
Boom, 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 boom.
And just the random dude in a jumpsuit hanging out with
Yeah.
them.
I think you're like a few seconds ahead of me.
Oh, whoops.
It's alright. And Robin's like, hey, girls! Yeah,
So
like,
Gotham City is definitely in
worships
California,
Batman.
right?
The Marine guys actually like pause and salute him as he's going by. Like, this is a city that loves Batman. Batman doesn't inspire fear into anybody.
Well, he's also totally in the daytime and has a whole crew working on
Yeah.
his.
He was not often in the night in that series.
I think that every time he was
It's
climbing
colorful.
up the side of a building.
I love the one time that Kato and Green Hornet were there.
That was a two-parter, I believe.
Yeah.
That's classic.
Bat drift angle. Don't forget about that one.
Yeah, that blew a lot of people's minds. My dad actually talked about that a good deal because when he was growing up, he was first really in love with the Green Hornet show, and like those stories because those were what Batman should have been.
Guys, here comes the Bat Ladder.
Masterpiece.
Oh man, guys, it's the Bat Ladder. It even has a sign.
I mean, how else would you know what it is, Drew?
Look, I don't know.
Not,
That's a good question.
I imagine Alfred just has like a label maker. He goes around the entire Batcave and be like, Bat hyphen and then whatever it is. All right, what's the name of the Bat toilet?
The Bat Toilet.
Nope. It's
the Bat John.
Bat Commode. I have bad Batman jokes that I can read to you guys.
Well, hang on, Patrick, because this is one of the most important scenes.
Oh, are we gonna lose the plot if we stop watching for like a second?
This is one of the most important scenes in Batman history that we are all gonna view together as Batman climbs down the ladder trying to get onto this sick-looking yacht right here.
Look at this cool communicator. It seems like a bat boat would work better. Like they're on the water.
The funny thing is, they have one.
I think they use it in this movie, don't they?
I believe they do. I think it made its first appearance in this movie.
It's like, oh, this is much better for getting on the boat. Bum, bum.
Oh, here it comes. There's a dude on the boat just walking around.
Oh,
it's weird.
Yeah, who seem to completely ignore that there's a giant helicopter above them.
Oh no!
Batman's definitely dead, right? Oh geez. Oh, here we go. Oh.
And here comes the punch. You're supposed to punch a shark on the nose if it attacks you. It's not really working.
Actually, it's supposed to be the belly.
Okay, so we got barracuda, whale, manta ray, and there it is, shark repellent. Because when you get a whale stuck on you, like nothing's gonna let them go unless you got the
you guys are a little bit ahead of me.
Repellent.
Real talk, guys. We almost called the obscure reference show Shark Repellent. Almost. We were this close. I don't think I noticed before that Robin wore leggings. I just always kind of assumed he was just pantsless.
No, man. You gotta protect those legs with.
I think even his arms are covered up too.
Super thin veneer of.
I don't know that his arms are covered up.
Look closely.
Oh, here comes that.
You might be right about that.
Acrobatic training.
That's clearly still Burt Ward and Adam West.
And shark repellent saves the day once again.
God, that is the most awkward handoff of all time.
That shark just exploded.
Why would a shark explode?
Because you sprayed him in the face. Everyone knows that. That's just science.
Old school newsmen.
Oh, the flash bulbs. Yeah, so you mentioned the clarity of these new kind of prints, of the film. You just never notice like all the great detail in their costumes. I feel like I don't know. Growing up, I just imagined like Batman when I was watching it on TV. There's just two colors,
Yeah.
And I think it was just TVs at the time also were like dirt.
Who do you think this leopard print lady is?
Leopard woman. Got it. Nailed it.
She is from the Moscow Bugle. She must be mad. I am an Irish police officer named Chief O'Hara.
Oh, yes. That's one thing I missed that didn't like get transferred into the comics. Besides, like really blatantly Irish police.
Yeah.
In Gotham. And Anna Harriet. Commissioner Gordon and Police Chief O'Hara knows their secret identities. Batman, you are messing up.
No, they don't know their secret identities.
Oh, I thought they just said they do.
No, no one knows their secret identities because in this. Wait.
Does Aunt Harriet know?
No.
I don't know
What is she
about
doing
that.
in this house?
And apparently Batman and Robin are deputized.
Yeah,
in
that's what I was
Gotham
actually
City.
about to bring up is, they're completely deputized, so they are basically cops.
Support your police. That's our message.
Well, I mean, that's part of like the whole comics code thing is they can't be going vigilante style like on TV for kids. They got to be sanctioned by this old
Yeah.
white dude
Even though
and this other old
Batman
white
started
dude.
off as like a
Hang on.
gun murderer.
You guys, there is about to be some. Oh, here we go. Detective work, guys.
So David says, you think Wayne Enterprises would invest in portable communications over what the that alarm clock?
All right, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's a closed circuit TV.
Because you don't want anyone,
Oh,
cutting
Here
in
we
on
go.
your
We've
circuit.
got the penguin. What is this? What is this crossed arm move he's got going on?
So he looks tough in the joint.
I'm talking about Batman.
I
He's just
love
standing
the
there like
Catwoman's
this.
like super like wide smile.
I love that they took all of these pictures of these criminals in the same room, except for Catwoman. Catwoman is in a different room.
Boo, 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 boo.
Oh.
A seat for Catwoman.
Fishy.
Riddle.
God, it's like watching a bunch of like first graders like.
The exploding shark was pulling his leg. I love this movie.
I just imagine like the Joker, Cesar Romero Joker, like whispering into a shark's ear, like, "I want you to bite his leg, so he'll know it came from me." Shark, go!
I also never noticed how poorly Adam West's mask fit.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, Adam West is kind of like what would happen if William Shatner was Batman.
Oh man, I couldn't even imagine how awesome that would be.
But I mean, his delivery is very similar.
The music in this movie is great.
Oh yeah, I mean, because it's all made to fit the scene.
And it's all like jazzy, instrumental.
Mm-hmm. So,
The ye old Benbow Tavern, where guys are just fighting.
And apparently some of the girls too.
this is a rough place, and there's a pirates there. Apparently, this time traveling pirate just happens to be.
I also love when they say, "Ahoy, Catwoman," and he's like, "Don't use my real name in public."
I love I love the implication that that's her real name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have this Cesar Romero Joker already doing magic tricks. I love this Riddler suit. Like, normally the Riddler had that sort of spandex unitard, but in this movie he's got this awesome question mark suit that I want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Black shirt, a green tie.
Oh man. Oh, someone call the ASPCA or whatever. There's some cat torture going on in this film. They're just throwing cats left and right.
That cat looks like it wants to be anywhere else.
So their plan is, kill the Batman, right? Get rid of Batman, and then just take over the world. Nothing else is gonna stop them.
Yeah, first Gotham, then the world.
It's pretty basic. It's like they have it spelled out.
I also love their named bookcases that also have a private sign. Jokes, private. Penguin food, private.
The Riddler is just books. Like, he's a nerd. He's a reader.
Well, they're riddles. They're riddle books.
And the Catwoman doesn't have one, it seems.
But this is one of those situations where, like, everything has a sign on it, and it does, again, go along with, they kind of knew they were making something goofy and funny, that they weren't taking it seriously, and it just shows as campy later, that there was some sort of intentional humor shown with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cesar Romero's mustache, not super prevalent here. I feel like later on in the season.
The thing is, I know it's there, so I can see it. You know.
I mean, it's prevalent there, but we haven't gotten a good close up of him yet.
That was a good thing about the low resolution, episodes back in the day, is you could never tell that because it was just like a 10 pounds of white caked makeup on his face.
Now, is this Commodore Schmidlap here? Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Schmidlap.
I really wonder why he thinks a steward.
Like, imagine Colonel Schmidt, like, trying to cover up his mustache with, like, makeup.
See, now you can see it. Now you can see it.
You can totally see it in this close-up.
Yes, obviously. This is, like, super high digital version.
You can actually see, like, the black coming through the makeup.
It's pretty hilarious. He's far away. It's like, you can't really.
But I mean, you have to love it's the classic Joker costume.
And I love that this guy is supposed to be British. Does not sound particularly British in that scene.
Something riddle about Pussy Willows. Yeah, how did they get this clue? Like, we shouldn't have sent that leg-loving shark after him. Oh, finally Catwoman in her cat suit. It's like, all right, she's got some offensive capabilities. Like, I can believe her in a fight with Batman. And obviously...
Well, Joker has trick confetti.
Yeah, he
too. He's also got the shocking gloves that he used on Riddler and Penguin, but Penguin and Riddler, yeah.
The Riddler has got a sharp suit, and not like sharp,
super fine
like
bat grain,
draw blood, but just a good looking suit.
Guys, there is a magnifying lens and a film developing tank, which is super fine bat grain.
I literally just said that.
And I wasn't listening to you. I was watching the movie.
Everything's bad. The cave just is so brightly lit.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's like
interdigital bat sorter.
Bat analysis.
Everything has a sign. It's so great.
This film developing tank is made from the finest bats, ground up into grains. Oh boy, guys, let's get some bat jokes in here real quick. What is Batman's favorite drink?
What is it?
Bat water.
Miles, yeah, you want to venture a guess?
I don't know.
Fruit punch! Pow!
Zap, biff, boff.
What does Batman put in his drinks and his beverages?
Justice.
Damn you, Miles.
Just ice. Love it. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Are you using that one?
Oh, here we go.
The boat they should have used before.
There should be poles everywhere around in real life.
Like, they just installed a pole everywhere.
I mean, there's not that many instances in my life where I'm like going down multiple floors and like stairs aren't an option, but
I do also love that the Bat boat has to have flames attached to it. like
Yeah.
just associated with
Of
it.
course. Because what better way to fight the water than with its natural enemy, flame?
That's a pretty good Adam West.
But I love them switching from that live action outdoor shot to this very simple. God, was it green screen technology then? How are they making this?
I think they might have had like a projection behind it.
Yeah. Oh man, this looks really good though, as far as like projection work goes. Batboat is just like the lightest of blue colors.
But I mean, the Batman comically is light blue and gray at this time too. So.
I think you guys are a little ahead of me.
Also, why is Robin driving?
Can we name this episode? I think you guys are a little bit ahead of me.
Oh, we got the Penguin sub. Was that a thing from the comics? Because I feel like it comes up later on.
I'm sure it was.
I also loved their themed bedrooms.
Yeah, and I forgot that the Riddler's costume only had one question mark. I thought there were multiple ones on there.
And why does he need a mask? Like, who's he hiding his identity from here? What are those? What's that mask doing for the Riddler?
I think he just likes wearing it. I also think he likes the taste of his finger.
That's his fetish.
I love the Joker's.
I love 60s era computers, just nothing but knobs and switches and stuff that's blinky lights and
I mean, this is like what the Austin Powers movies looked like when they made the like bank of computer walls. They're like, can we just get the Batman computers? Yeah. It looks like Vegas in this submarine with these lights.
That sonar is going crazy.
Yeah, because it got bat pings all over it. All right, so I've lost the thread of this movie. So far, there's a guy in a boat with like an invention that the bad guys want.
We don't know what the invention. We don't know what the invention is yet.
We don't know what the invention is,
but the bad guys have kidnapped Commodore Schmidlap, who has a kind of German name, but speaks kind of with a British accent. I don't know.
But yeah, and
just
now
Meredith as the Penguin is just so iconic.
Pretty great. So why are the bad guys out here on this sub?
Well, because they're going to take out Batman and Robin in their tiny little bat.
Yeah, because they had that whole thing like Batman and Robin are the only ones that stand in our way. I remember the torpedo sequence so well from being a kid.
Yeah, it's amazing what is sticking and what is not sticking.
It's pretty amazing the set design in this this film. Like I always
pretty elaborate.
remembered. Yeah, I remember the TV show as being like every fight was just in like a blank walled like warehouse.
It
like
looked
every
like a bunch of stage flats.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they didn't have a ton to go on, but here it's so intricate. Like that submarine, like how long is that in the movie for? And it was pretty intricate.
I also love how,
but
he just don't think to actually try to balance this dinghy here.
Batman did just take that screw off, going righty tighty, just for the record.
Bat righty tighty works every time.
Get a little spread eagle Riddler right here. These old school character actors are just so fantastic.
Oh yeah, and the oh man,
wow, you can
the magnetized
those
such
little shorts do not hide anything, do they?
It's such a Silver Age idea. Like, let's magnetize their belts, and they're stuck.
So I've seen recreations of the bat cowl before, but is it like plastic on front and then like cloth?
It's probably vinyl
Back
of
of the
some
head.
kind.
I think it is vinyl. I think you're right.
Some kind of rubber, maybe. It doesn't look comfortable for Adam West. Like Burt Ward got the better deal with the hot pants, I think.
Oh man, I remember these torpedoes.
Yep.
And why is the communicator not getting magnetized? It's clearly made out of metal.
Yeah.
Do they have no way to take off their belts? Is that the only thing that was keeping them magnetized to this
Yeah, so
buoy?
the only
Well,
thing
the
keeping
bat
it
buckle has
magnetized-
been bound.
It didn't work the first time. Let's try it again. The exact same way. It's like just, reemerge from the water and like shoot him in the face, guys.
Right.
It's not rocket science.
The bullet will actually go to them because it's magnetized.
The penguin is wearing like fur gloves and a shirt. I've never noticed that. It's like feathery down.
Oh wow, that is true.
Oh
I've
my
never
god,
seen that
I
either.
love the high res digital transfer. This is great. Yeah, if you guys are listening at home, definitely worth
God,
checking this
Frank,
out.
Frank Gorshin is creeping me out the way he's licking his lips.
Yeah, he's definitely the serial killer of this group. The Joker
Like,
is
he's
just
really it's. I really love the performances that we're getting out of these three.
Yeah.
I don't know where Catwoman is right now.
I'm going to agree with David. He talks about how he personally loves when character actors are in Twilight Zone episodes. And whenever you have actors like that in these kind of shows, it's always a delight. I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like we are all yelling because we're listening to the movie and listening to
Yes,
each other.
I agree.
I'm keeping my volume fairly low down so I can
I
listen
should
to
probably
you
do the
guys
same because I am yelling.
Boy.
But no, I agree. I love seeing the actors that I recognize, especially character actors. I don't think Vincent Price ever did one, but character actors like that.
Vincent Price was Egghead.
No, in Twilight Zone, sorry.
Oh, Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
No, actually, the Egghead story is very, very famous because he would pelt Adam West and Burt Ward with eggs, and when the director told him to stop, he goes, "With this much ammunition, not a chance."
Oh, we are missing so many good lines talking over them. I feel so bad. It was noble of that animal to throw itself in front of the torpedo.
I wonder what he calls that phone that's shaped like a bat. We'll never know. There's no label on it.
I like the one that's classified waste.
This scene is ridiculous.
Have you
I love
sold any
it
war
so
submarines?
much.
If so, to whom?
I sold it to 3 psychos in suits.
And he is just looking through a Rolodex,
Yeah,
whistling
whistling
anchors
away.
away.
I imagine that's what every sailor ever does. P.N. Gwyn.
Batman is 100% done with this.
It's like, oh, this would have made this movie so much shorter if I just had the penguins. Like,
I love that it seems on Friday, meaning it has been less than 7 days since the Penguin got this submarine, and has already completely decked out to look like Penguin stuff,
Hey, he's got
including changing the periscope.
Yeah, you gotta graft some kind of fiberglass penguin head on everything he buys, like immediately.
Miles
men.
mentioned classified waste. Again, this movie is intentionally written to do this. And I never would have noticed that.
Stock footage.
Of a Polaris missile, or Polaris rocket, so that Robin would have to say "Holy Polaris." And I'm pretty sure non-nuclear subs would not have access to that
when he
stuff.
flies upside down. What weighs 6 ounces, sits in a tree, and is very dangerous.
Yeah, we can't figure this out on the dock. This requires thinking in the Batcave. I I loved the kind of hokey Riddler, like leaving riddles everywhere he goes.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. I think we've talked about this maybe on the show before, but the year one stuff that Scott Snyder did, reinventing that character and making him super kind of dangerous was great. But what does a turkey do when he flies upside down? Just silly riddles.
We're gonna find out. Of joking riddles.
A sparrow with a machine gun, because why not? That woman.
Adam West's delivery. It's amazing. It's just like so hypersensual. Catwoman.
And he's like stroking his throat when he talks. How did I not? Well, I was 5. How did I not see any of this?
He's got such a weirdly shaped head and profile.
It does. It's the ears. He's clearly wearing like just a regular helmet, it looks like, and then just the ears are like this weird little.
What do you guys think has been the best Batman costume on like a live actor?
Is that just the United Nations building?
As far as like how it
Probably.
looks, I love the '89 Batman.
It's pretty good. I felt so bad for Keaton. He couldn't like turn his head at all.
No. But as far as like just how it looked, the
Yeah.
actual design of the costume itself, I like I've always liked the all black Batman with the yellow oval.
Very, very visual design.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what Tim Burton used to be known for, before he,
Ooh, snap.
yeah, started making movies as now. But yeah, as far as like just an aesthetic design, the actual design of the costume, I like that one the best. As far as practicality goes, I mean, obviously it'd be more of the Nolan stuff, but
Yeah. So no bat nipples. Got it.
Look at Riddler looking
However,
crazy
I would say
right
my
now.
favorite version of that is the Batman Returns costume with the weird abs.
Right.
What about you?
Oh, look at this vest!
Yeah, the floral vest is pretty amazing. I mean, there's great costume design in this. I think of the ones that I would want to wear, probably obviously the Nolan ones, but this Batman versus Superman Batman costume coming out looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, it looks great. I mean, I don't like the Frank Miller bat symbol. I just don't. I've always
Yeah,
hated
I mean
that.
that turns people off, and I think it's a little gaudy. I kind of like no yellow, but I think it's a good mix of like what someone would want to wear in real life, and like it's a comic book. They should look at what they look like in the comic
Yeah,
books.
absolutely.
So do you guys have any idea of what the United Underworld's plan is right now?
No.
Man, I hope it's to kill
So,
Batman in the
feedback
most difficult
I-
way
I-
possible.
viewers,
So you guys were talking, and I might have missed it, but they are going to have Catwoman dress up as her Russian reporter character and seduce Bruce Wayne. I
So
love
we
it.
have some feedback for the favorite Batman costume.
Okay.
River says that he wants something between Burton and Nolan. And David says
Burton.
Batman Beyond is his favorite costume, which, hey, that's actually a fantastic costume.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And the Dini Tim costume is
God, look at this
probably the most
cravat.
iconic
Oh,
Batman.
man.
What'd you say, Drew?
Look
He's-
at the
he's-
cravat.
He's loving the outfits because apparently he wants to be in the 60s.
Look, I'm just...
You need an ascot. That's what you need, Drew. You need an ascot.
Adam West has got just such a weird head in general.
Crested
Comrade
blazer.
It's like, how does he not recognize her from the many times he has dealt with Catwoman?
Because she's a
she
different...
wears a mask? Miles?
She's also a different actress, so
Well,
she
that
doesn't
is
look
true.
completely different.
Yeah, this is a legacy name, Catwoman, so there's like multiple Catwomen.
Mask Cossack.
Because Russian people just like Cossack and Comrade constantly.
Bruce Wayne getting oddly sexy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like he always does.
No Aunt Harriet to stop him. The coast is clear. I bet she breaks up this scene. Just comes sweeping in. Perfectly. Cats. Cats have the letter C in them. C is a letter in the alphabet, like J. J, Joker. It's the Joker in disguise. Run! The leaps here are just insane. Oh. Oh, man. This Alfred is amazing looking.
Yeah.
God. Imagine just being someone visiting Bruce Wayne in his house and you accidentally knock the head off that statue. And you're like, oh gosh, what happened? Oh jeez. And you frantically put it on, you don't even see the button. You're just like freaking out.
I love the access to Batcave via Batpole, just in case, you know, you wanted to know.
We talked about that at
who
the beginning of the
Batman.
show.
I know we did, Miles. I'm just.
Let's bring it up every time it's shown.
I also would like to point out that everything in the Batcave has moved around. All of the equipment in there is in a different spot.
Botanalist. Yeah. I gotta say, I think I like definitely the Boy Wonders costume a lot more than 66 Batman's costume. Yeah, it's just
the only possible way
fits him
is
better.
Well, I mean, it also looks a lot more like its comic counterpart. Adam West, yeah, is a little chunkier in the suit. That bat symbol where the light keeps reflecting off it is a little distracting. Whereas the Robin costume actually looks like a Robin costume.
I mean, there's almost zero change from like, you know, the Robin of the previous 20 years. You know?
Yeah.
They just nailed that one, I think, when they designed it.
Yeah, I mean, there was no change in the Robin costume until '89 when Tim Drake came along.
So when you go, hold on, when you go up the bat pole, does your costume get taken off?
Yes, because it's the instant costume change lever, just in the opposite direction.
There are some kind of robotic hands just like peeling clothes off of.
Also, what is Bruce Wayne drinking? It's like milky clear liquid.
Oh, and those violinists look a little like pirates. That's kind of weird, right?
Oh my gosh, I did not see that. Oh jeez.
Could this be a setup?
Nah, he's safe. It's Bruce Wayne. So.
Seems legit.
The Folded Arms is the name of that restaurant.
So David brings up a good question.
I love it when Alfred drives the Batmobile as if nobody would notice that it's Bruce Wayne driving the Batmobile.
Who flips the instant costume change lever up every time? Because someone has to change it back up so they can.
What do they pay Alfred for?
When they go back to the Batcave, they've got to flip it up when they go back into Wayne Manor. We just never see that.
They don't have to.
What if they drive out? Do they drive back into the Batcave?
Also, what kind of restaurant are they in right now?
They're in some kind of weird hookah bar without the hookahs.
Yeah, because everyone's on like.
Dude, it was
pillows.
the '60s. Like the fact that there's just not people doing a ton of drugs everywhere is astounding.
I'm fairly certain I've seen the Star Trek episode that they also filmed in this exact same place.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, like I said earlier, Gotham looks very much like California, Los Angeles.
Like Southern California.
Much like Seattle did in No Surrender, No Retreat.
It works for for this Batman, obviously you want a Super Saiyan. Yeah, no, he's got Alfred's
I
got
love
some
Alfred's
awesome
mask.
mask on. It's like Batman is looking old these days.
Oh yeah, that's why he doesn't.
He's the Great Ghost. That's what it is.
If you are joining us, we are 41 minutes into this Bat masterpiece.
Yeah, still an hour left of this.
Batsterpiece. Yep. Man, I want to be powerful enough or in a position of so much clout that there is a red phone on my desk and, like, if it rings, I gotta stop what I'm doing and answer it.
Just buy a red iPhone.
Just have two iPhones and one be red, and who gets that number on the other line?
Obviously, everyone on this podcast.
Yeah, because that's the most important thing. Oh gosh, we're having a 20-minute conversation about Mobile Suit Gundam. Let me jump right in.
I love how the commissioner calls him Boy Wonder, just not Robin. You know what? I would like.
That's actually a pretty good Robin plan. I like that plan.
I would like a Batman like 66 like origin. Like, how does Batman come to be and make this deal with the cops, and everyone like kind of falls into his plan? Like I want to read that
Batman
story.
66 year one.
Yeah.
Batman 65.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They recently did a Batman 66 special because Harlan Ellison wrote a Two-Face story for the show that was never used.
Yeah, no. There was another character that they used in his place, right?
I think so, yeah.
Many-Face, Change-Face?
Yeah.
Yeah, something stupid like that.
Something like that. So, okay, that brings up another question, because I've kind of fallen out of reading the Batman 66 comic, and I know they have done Harley Quinn and Bane as 66 characters. But what characters would you like to see in Batman 66 that may or may not have been done, because I haven't read it, and how would you like to see them portrayed?
I would like to see some classic Scarecrow.
That'd be kind of cool. It would just be what's his name? The Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
With like a little like sharply drawn like eyebrows, like, "Oh, I'm a bad."
Or can you imagine what Man-Bat would be like?
Oh,
Man-Bat
like the cowardly lion with wings.
we're going to the Wizard of Oz as well. I would like to see one of his like souped up villains, like Killer Croc or Bane, and just be like a '60s bodybuilder, like painted green.
I just have to say, I love the Morse code shaped cat device that is also meowing.
I mean, they did interestingly enough, the Mr. Freeze character in Batman '66, which was like.
Well, they did in the comic. I mean, the show too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty cool.
That was actually the first time we saw Mr. Freeze, I think.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that he was created for the show, but he was. Well,
he was different. Mr. Zero first.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he was not at all the Mr. Freeze that we kind of know with Nora. He was just a.
Honestly, the Mr. Freeze that we know today really came from the animated series.
Zaz,
until
the killer.
He ruined it.
Victor
Zaz the killer in Batman 66. What? Like, they can't show him like carving his flesh, so it'd be like he ties a red string around his finger every time he kills somebody.
A namby-pamby 66 version of the Court of Owls. They all wear like goofy owl masks.
They all use like, who do you think you are?
Exactly.
I just imagine them wearing like an owl headdress on top of their heads and be like, "Who are you, Batman?" Oh man, that Adam West.
This is the most awkward-looking kiss I've ever seen.
Miles, let's do it right now.
All right. How are we gonna do this?
This isn't gonna work, guys.
Are you this way?
Oh, like this? Like this? All right. Like.
It's just your forehead.
Oh, this is the dumbest thing we've ever done in our entire lives.
What is the Penguin? What are they writing here? So this is some kind of like.
Ooh. All right, so David says he wants an Edwin-esque Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter would be freaking awesome.
Yes.
They are flying umbrellas.
Yeah, this is Harry Potter just ripped this movie off completely. Come on. It's like such a simple leap from an umbrella to a broom. Meow.
Shoes.
Those shoes are absolutely perfect. So there's not a lot of superheroes like in many a universe that can really pull off a romance with a villain, ostensibly a villain where there's
almost every single one does.
Well, but not like that's when you think of Batman, like, oh, who does Batman date? It's like number one is Catwoman. Like obviously other superheroes have like
or Talia,
love interests
or Zatanna.
Yeah, but no, for most people they would say, oh, I guess Catwoman. Because you've had that in movies, you've had that in the TV shows, and obviously
in Golden Age comics. I mean, Catwoman is the mother of Huntress.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it works. Like I feel like.
Why is the Joker wearing a mask?
Wait, who is that guy with the green hair and the purple suit? He's wearing a mask. I have no idea who he is. Bruce Wayne is laying down.
Oh man, I love watching his fist clearly miss his face by like a foot.
This is actually for like.
And that is totally also Adam West.
There's no editing here. There's no fancy tricks. It's just the camera going through. Yeah, that one was pretty wide.
Yeah, exactly.
Why does it take 6 dudes to beat up Bruce
And then
Wayne?
the Penguin just pops his umbrella.
In case of rain, indoors. Why isn't it... Man, Robin needs to be closer. He's just sitting in the car.
Constantly cracking his knuckles.
Nothing. Yeah. I'm Robin. Yeah, race up there. Have you ever seen them scale buildings? It's like tip-a-toe, tip-toe, tip-toe. I'm going to do it against the side of my screen here. Tip-a-toe.
The noises Catwoman's are making, it's just freaking weird.
Hey guys, do you remember when newspapers were a thing? This movie's so old.
Bruce Wayne and girl companion kidnapped. She doesn't even get a name.
All kinds of sea animals exploding in this film.
This plan is very stupid.
Catapults.
Get it? Cat upholds.
Batman just flat out said, "I'll kill you all."
Yeah,
I will murder you!
Does he not know that the woman is Catwoman? That seems not very good.
Batman is not the greatest detective in this show.
Yeah, apparently not.
He also threatens to murder people.
She has a mask on. How many times do I have to keep reminding you? He's not Albert Einstein here. Let's see. Man, what's going on, Chambers?
I can't believe he just went, "I'll kill you all."
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Are you?
Or is he in character?
I mean, that could be a thing.
Oh, it's not reading.
Oh, did you see where his head just landed?
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh.
Booey.
I love how everyone has a voyeur machine here.
Closed circuit, of course.
Yeah.
You can't have people peeking
And
in
it
on
seems
your
to be
circuits.
exactly the same viewing angle as a camera that might be placed right on where they're looking at.
He basically said, "You were pretty, so I couldn't fight."
Awkward. Nope. Not an awkward kiss.
Just awkward in general.
Apparently, there was a Mad Hatter on Batman 66, but it wasn't, I think, our Mad Hatter. It was just a guy that liked hats.
Oh
Oh,
God.
yeah, you know what? I think I remember that.
He was obsessed on getting his hands on Batman's cowl.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Oh, so good.
And King Tut originated on the Batman 66 show, but
Yep.
they made him Maxi Zeus in the comics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think they actually did a version of King Tut as well in like a one-off story.
All right, so we've talked about comic book characters going into Batman 66 universe. What Batman 66 villains, like how would they get a gritty reboot into the movies of today or the comics, Batman comics of today? King Tut, like, what is his deal? Is he just like a gangster obsessed with collecting?
Well, the whole thing about King
Persian
Tut was
cats.
that he was an archaeologist that had like a Flintstone-style bonk on the head that made him start thinking he was King Tut and all of that. So I think you have sort of a super like deranged, obsessive person that is obsessed with Egyptology.
It's just such a terrible a raison d'etre or origin story. It's
Penguin makes sure to turn off the machine.
Oh,
I'm
thank
trying to think
goodness
of other,
they added that in.
because a lot of villains they actually brought over here.
Yeah, I'm just looking at a list of like 37 different ones.
You know what? I would be delighted if they bring Egghead in there, just because.
Egghead is pretty awesome.
It's mostly my
Oh,
relative
look at
surprise.
that! Look at that Bruce Wayne move.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Wayne's a pimp.
I mean, these guys have to own guns, right? They could just shoot them.
This guy fights like he's Batman.
No
Spoiler
way.
warning.
Drew, Batman wears a cowl and a cape. This guy's obviously just in a suit. so not.
Oh, no!
Romano. Like these people attacking. All right, so if you're trying to watch along with us, we just got to the Jack in the Box trapping sprawl. It's at first like him being lifted through the skylight, and then it's like an
I just
action
wanna point
figure
out
getting thrown through the air.
The lockers of metallic confetti of various colors.
Oh,
And
there you
Bruce
go.
Wayne
There's your
escapes.
escape. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Bruce Wayne.
Look at that perfect dive. I give that a 10 out of 10.
I think I completely forgot about this whole Bruce Wayne missing. Now, is he wet? Is his suit wet?
No way.
No, it is not.
Nope.
He used the bat dryer. Mm. God. Man, just Egghead will haunt your dreams. He's coming for you, Drew. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm Egghead. How are you?
Atomic engines to power. Turbines to speed. I need to get this series on Blu-ray.
Yeah, this is basically just selling me on watching these again. It's
Oh
just
yeah,
so
totally.
so ridiculous. But like I said, I did not think they would be this amazing quality. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
know
the
if the
quality really
show is
is. I mean, I cannot get over how fantastic this transfer looks.
if the show is like half as good as this looks, because I don't know, maybe they shot it on a different kind of film. Yeah, I mean, this is just it looks great. It looks great for put up against any movie of the time.
Well,
Like,
not
look at
only
how
that, but
crazy
like,
Catwoman's eyebrows look in that.
Yeah.
not only that, but just like as historical documents, obviously it's fantastic too. But just yeah, how great everything looks. Like it's one of those crisp older movies I've ever seen.
I think I can get away with this if I say I'm buying this for my dad and then just watch it and give it to him afterward. uh,
The total dehydrator.
Oh, man, I forgot about the dehydrator.
no, it's a total dehydrator. Yeah, you can read it right there on the
The
side.
Big Ben Distillery.
The GP 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Instant
Instant
whiskey
whiskey
maker.
maker.
Whiskey doesn't take that long, does it? Like we needed
I mean,
to.
whiskey does, yeah.
Oh.
You know, though, I bet being on the show was an absolute blast. Like, I can't imagine
Look at this.
everyone not
Look at
having a great
GP1
time.
on the right. He looks pretty.
He looks
Pretty out of it.
uncomfortable.
Well, no, it looks like a pile of powder.
Very neat, tidy.
And they're standing there like, why not?
Like they're Penguin is straight up murdering guys right
Yeah, and
now.
he looks off on it, too. He's, like, so happy about this.
Like
They just add water and they come back, right?
I hope. I mean, they never really kill in the show, do they?
I mean, they try their darndest, but this is once again, it's a children's program we're watching, basically. Oh, make the.
Oh
make the
no,
one
he's
lead.
going to put them into vials to wake them up later.
Yeah, man, I don't remember this movie at
I
all.
do not remember this at all.
This plot is so
Because even
weird.
though I haven't seen it in so long, when I was a kid, I taped this off of TV, and I used to watch it fairly frequently as a kid.
Oh, I'd have it memorized back then. I just. Now that's on like some kind of rug. You ain't gonna get all of their goon right there.
Yeah, but that's a very special brush.
It's a cat brush.
I was about to say. Everything Penguin has got like a bird name on it.
And she was spilling that all over the floor.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
Catwoman. I mean, she's got to work with these gloves, which are
Dude,
pretty
when
limiting.
dude gets rehydrated, he's gonna come back with like missing an arm. or-
Yeah.
Just like a weird pie. I mean, like they don't put them back in the right
Batman,
order. So they're
Batman.
like,
That's Moby Dick's parking only. So you're gonna have to move.
it was one space over.
Yeah. Them
That's my-
cars, though.
I like how it just shows them running places.
They run so jubilantly.
I mean, you got these capes. You got to show the wind whipping them. What's this clipping onto? What's this? Oh, there we go.
Nothing at all.
Oh, and we get the Dutch angle.
Oh, it's so slow. Are they on the same rope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are really close together. Parts of their body are really close together. Where is Aunt Harriet to stop this? So from
the window cameo.
Gotta love that.
So good.
So ridiculous. That's what it is.
Can a show like this exist today? Like if
Yeah, it's called Warehouse 13.
I think if it does, it's got to go just a little bit farther, like something like Wet Hot American Summer. That might be
But
just
it's so
because I watched.
different. That's so different.
I mean, this was a comedy, but this was also just like pure unadulterated fun for children.
I mean, some people, the first season of the relaunch of Doctor Who was exactly like this.
Mm.
I love that he has to put the bomb on the shelf.
Yeah, careful. He's got a road flare burning on the top of it. He just wanted to throw it out there, and oh no, there's a tuba parade going on. Someday you just can't get away from these tuba parades throughout Gotham City.
Oh, and I love the two women at the very front just eating. Just eating.
I got wings. I don't care about a bomb.
Ye old Bimbo Tavern. Oh, just one of the best parts of this movie, obviously. It's
the nuns.
Run around this giant bomb.
The baby in the stroller.
What are they doing?
If he just threw it in the water, the fuse would go out, right?
Yeah.
No way, man. That is a high, burning penguin fuse. Where's this guy coming from?
I love
Moby
it
Dick?
so much.
Coming out of his parking spot. Bum, 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 bum. I could literally watch like 20 more minutes of this.
No smoking within 50 feet.
It's the old butane plant.
And there's the nuns again. And the baby stroller again.
If you see Batman run around with a bomb, don't you just like divert your course of action?
And poor ducks. He can't hurt him.
Shh, here it is. It's so good. I like his face as he's running around with it. It's like,
yeah.
That's me running around with the bomb. If you guys are watching this.
Fraction Robin gets on those little booties.
I was about to say earlier, from just the waist down, he's Peter Pan.
Yeah.
It's like hardcore. Oh, thank goodness for iron pipes.
Riff raff in the bar. Oh, that might be my favorite line. They may be drinkers, but they're also human beings.
Yeah, thanks, Batman.
Yeah. Cheers.
Forgives all. He's got an umbrella.
And that cigarette, it's very familiar to me.
What's your name, Penguin? In our Batmobile. There's some.
I squashed myself.
Oh, I don't know what. I don't know what that meant.
I squash myself pressing a wasket. Is that what he says? I don't understand anything Penguin says.
Wow, I didn't know retinol stuff was this early.
I mean, not in reality, but...
Yeah,
but they're talking about retinal... He's got a retinal scan that
there weren't phone cars back then here, were there? When was the first car installed in a phone? A phone installed in a car. You heard me. A blindfold would work.
Well, he might be able to like figure out. Oh, there was a left. There was a right. There was a straight.
She drive in circles, bat circles. I feel like everyone at this point that is like press play on the podcast or is watching it along with us right now has just muted us completely because the movie is so engrossing after
It really
the bomb
is.
sequence.
Well,
I just
this point,
you
it's
guys
harder
don't want to talk?
I just noticed that we are like watching the movie totally into it now.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we're coming up on. Wait.
Batwake.
Yeah, we're coming up on 50 years since this movie was out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And this holds up so well for, I mean, like I said, it's like a cartoon, and some cartoons just don't go out of style,
And once again, everything in the Batcave has moved around again.
Well, I mean, let's try to look at this. I don't think they're like bolted to the walls anywhere.
Hey.
Oh, Batgas is something else completely. That's when you have me.
The drinking water dispenser is clearly marked. There it is.
What is he doing to this water here?
Oh, he's rehydrating his crew.
Oh no. Batman and Robin will have to beat up 5 numbered nameless bad guys. I wonder if they will be able to do
You know what we haven't had in the movie is any of the big Biff Bam Pows.
I don't think they're actually in the movie.
Yeah. It looks like he's taking a leak behind this bat water dispenser. So, all right. So, light or heavy? Is this like heavy water? Like
Yeah, it's a heavy flow.
No. What does that mean? Like, are we supposed to? Are they gonna be like
Now,
super wet?
here's
now?
the question, guys: are the same 5 guys about to be in this fight the same 5 guys that we saw pop in?
Oh man. I hope not. I hope like 3 of them were like sick that day or something, or had a million better jobs to do. Oh boy, what is happening? The laws of physics are not working anymore.
What is happening here?
They're obviously, because he used heavy water, they're exploding. Yeah. It is H3O.
Why would they have heavy water that they use in their nuclear reactor in the drinking fountain?
It's 2 pipes, you can turn one on and one off. You do not want to get those confused, though. They're dead. They're dead, Robin. They're out of this universe, is that what we said?
So Batman and Robin did just kill 4 dudes.
No, the Penguin is to blame.
Yeah, but Batman and Robin did the act to kill at least 2 of them.
Well, they went to
bumped into each other.
Hey, if you're dressed in a Batman costume and some dude steps to you to punch you, you're gonna throw a punch back. I don't think any very Irish ethnic judge in Gotham will convict them. Oh, Batman's back on my horse! Oh, he killed 3 pirates.
Well, those were pirates.
With what evidence? The pirates are you can't even bring him out. There's no body.
Yeah, no crime. Habeas corpus, right?
Exactly.
Present that body.
I never leave a body when I murder somebody.
When you murder someone with H3O, heavy water. Oh.
What pill did he have to swallow?
Oh, it was acid.
Yeah, David and Tyler want us to know that they're still here with us. We salute you guys.
I have no idea why you guys are still listening to us.
I salute you guys
so
like a
much
bunch
more
of Marines saluting.
I
Batman
hope
and
that you're
Robin in a
actually watching the
helicopter.
movie along with us and not just watching our faces.
We're looking behind Miles to see all the books he's got on his shelves. Oh man.
Or perhaps my 8-bit Batman figure.
Ooh, do we have some Batman show and tell going on right
I've
now?
got so much Batman show and tell.
Oh man, I miss that on our live streams. His Bat show and tell.
Showing off all of my toys.
See what Bat books I have just in arm's reach.
I've got Batman. Child of
You're
Dreams.
about to get a
by
Bat
Peter
Cycle, guys. That
Ooh.
just happens to be right where they are, underneath.
Well, it's funny because they live together, so they get on the same Bat Cycle.
Oh, gross.
It works both ways, see?
Robin sidecar.
That's not even a sidecar. That's, like, so dangerous.
Wow.
Like, if he were to brake really fast, Robin would go flying off.
Here's my Batman.
Oh, what does that even mean? Why was that necessary? That didn't add.
So they could easily get into each side of
Which
the
you got,
plane
Patty?
quickly. I've got my Batman #1 Scott Snyder Greg Apollo here. This is Drew's birthday present, which I will probably mail at some point to him, but a signed Batman graphic novel. That'll be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Wait.
What else? So, I would say about a fourth of my DC Comics collection is Batman books.
Oh, same here.
I'm looking at a shelf
Like,
up here.
that
It's
whole
so
bit right
much.
there is all Batman.
And, well, it's not just Batman books. It's like the family of Bat books
Oh, yeah.
that have been created. Like, so little DC stuff is not touched by Batman. So, what else do I got up here?
So while David's watching the movie because he loves watching it, Tyler says he's not watching the movie, so he's just getting contextualist conversations.
Yeah,
We're back in the Batcopter, and I love
It's hard,
that
so
all
hard.
you have to do to turn on all those switches is just go all the way up. But the Riddler missed one, so
I want computers like that with switches. Like, do you have a switch anywhere in your
Oh!
life?
did you see that shot? That was amazing.
Which one?
The one with the rocket going right by the helicopter.
So that was just like them like layering like a rocket cell on top of the film.
This is a huge submarine that they have.
Oh yeah, there's like rooms and stuff. I wonder what have you guys ever been in a submarine?
Yes, I have been in a World War II era diesel submarine.
I've
Me too.
never been in a submarine.
They are like beyond cramped. Like the
They're
ones that
super
the
tiny.
nuclear powered ones are amazing. The World War II ones are insane. Like how like 100 people lived on that ship.
Yeah.
But I wonder what like the largest representation on film of like a submarine is like. With this has got to be up there, right? Like this is a huge penguin sub.
Foam Rubber Wholesalers Convention.
Look how many people are there.
And
It's like
Batman and
what kind are
Robin
you
land
buying?
in foam rubber in its crude form.
Are you buying like 2-ply this year? Yeah, I'm thinking about going back down to 1. I don't know.
Okay, so we do have a question. When it comes to Batman, do you prefer the crazy, powerful villains or the street crime?
Yeah. So it's hard. I think the best thing about any superhero is kind of the diversity of the rogues gallery that they have.
Sure. But when it comes down to it, when you hear about you're reading a story with this villain, what gets you more excited?
I mean, I would much rather have a Batman versus Joker as opposed to a Batman versus Killer Croc or some other like powered hero.
I feel like I'm in the same spot. Like I got more excited about the Court of Owls because of their intrigue, the urban legend aspect of it. They were almost like the antithesis of Batman in that aspect. because
Well, how do you feel about Penguin then? Because Penguin is also very street level, but it's more his stuff is usually more organized crime.
But he's still not a superpowered villain.
I think like I prefer some slight mix. Like I don't need the villain to have powers, but it's got to be like a crazy like plot that Batman has to dig in and use his detective skills.
Again, that's why I like the Court of Owls so much.
Oh yeah, I think Court of Owls is fantastic. I think the
guys are yelling.
Yeah, sorry.
You're just screaming about Bat villains and how much you love them. I think the best thing about a lot of your top tier superheroes are their weaknesses, and the same thing goes with the villains. So like, I feel like you should be able to just shoot a villain, and they're like, oh gosh, I've been shot, and they fall to the ground. I don't know, Doomsday, it's just like a giant rock alien monster. It's not super exhilarating to me.
All right, so are we breaking into the World United headquarters? So the cat is sniffing out the weak spot in the door.
Because that's their sixth sense.
She's like, this smells like tuna.
I'm pretty sure a giant concussion blast would blow up.
That's clearly not the United Nations. That's totally a totally different place.
Oh, gas that got nowhere near his face.
That Security Council guy played by Bob Kane.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know. I'm making that up.
Oh, that's Bill Finger.
I love the gag of the two guys falling forward and leaning into each other so that they... Also, how is Penguin not being put to sleep by his own gas that he is walking through?
Well, whoever smelt it dealt it, that kind of thing. Yeah, he's obviously just like...
Also, I love how that hat is clearly like pinned onto his head.
Well, it's at such a jaunty angle, you have to have some kind of underpinning.
I want to know what that elevator said, because I did not see the...
Once again, it's just like Joker wearing a mask is the weirdest thing ever. It's like, does he wear anything else besides creepy clown makeup? It's like, who's this mystery man in purple and green? Oh, the fact that they give the psycho amongst psychos the disintegration ray is very disheartening. How can they trust him? How can they trust the Joker? Oh boy. New countries here.
How much racist stuff is about to go down in this room right now?
A bunch. Oh god, Batman saved them. They're about to take over the world. It's all these world leaders.
Is that Stan Lee cameo?
No.
West Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Soviet Union.
The costuming in this movie is on point.
I also love how they've completely ignored the costume villains.
Just hanging out in the room. This is obviously a common occurrence. That cat wants to murder everybody. The one that Catwoman told in this entire film. It's just like, please, no. I mean, once again, this is like the most cartoony thing ever. It's like people are literally melting in front of their eyes and they're still arguing.
All of the cronies earlier just were all blue, but these are all different multicolored.
Well, obviously the Russian guy is red. And you got to tell them apart.
Don't anybody sneeze.
Look at these teeny little scoops they have. Oh boy, love everything about this movie. Okay, all right, what's going on in this world map here? Let's figure this out. Okay,
So Australia is right next to the United States.
I'm very confused as to how this world.
Batman just looked at the multi-language elevator up, and made it to English, and then
Just had to make sure. Oh, good one, Batman.
You know, I think this is the most Batman's ever talked in a movie.
Yeah, like a whole bunch of other people are gonna die. And he doesn't.
abandoned elevator do not use.
Gotta hand it to him. It's a pretty good plan for
It's
these
seriously
psycho
clever.
villains.
Holy Captain Nemo.
Robin's got better gloves too. They're just like form fitting. Where Adam West's fingers just don't look comfortable in these bat gloves.
Again, Penguin has had that submarine for less than 7 days.
It's so good. I mean, they obviously had to use this a whole bunch. The set is great. The little toy model that they created is great. Well, one thing I dislike about this movie is I love the villains having their own individual henchmen and seeing the dudes that hang out with them. The fact that it's just pirates is a little disappointing.
Well, they're on the sea.
The GP guys were probably Penguin goons.
Mm-hmm.
I love that all of the villains have like their own specific thing. Like even on the periscope, they've all got their specific place that they can look through the periscope.
Oh man, the light show going on behind them is so crazy.
I know.
So a lot of people hated Jim Carrey's Riddler back in the day, and I kind of like it because this Frank Gorshin one it's just so similar to the Joker.
The problem with his Riddler was just really how he was written. It was such an inconsistent. Yeah. The whole movie was inconsistent, but
I mean that's one of those that I was 11 when that came out. Like I was a kid. I forgave inconsistencies.
Sure.
In favor of,
at the time, I was excited to see a live action proper Robin,
Yeah.
Because they used the Tim Drake costume, so I was like, oh cool, Robin's in this movie. But you go back and watch and you're like, yeah, why is everything neon?
Yeah.
Also that Batmobile.
Yeah, that was a pretty rad one too.
The Batman and Robin Batmobile was awful. Was that the one that had the neon turbine engine or whatever?
I believe so. These missiles.
We should have watched Batman and Robin.
Someone's got a birthday next year, I'm sure.
Actually, Batman and Robin is on Netflix right now.
Oh boy.
Is it really?
Yeah, it got added this month.
I have still never made it through. That was the one with Schwarzenegger, yeah.
Yeah. I actually own it, but I
never
have
finished
not seen
it.
it since theaters.
I mean, so that came out in 98?
97, 98, yeah.
So I was like 13 or 14, and I was just like, this is BS. Like, this is just so bad.
Oh, I
understand what they were going for. They're going for the same level of, campiness, but they just, mixed it with, a very dark...
It looked like a movie that was designed by committee.
Yeah. Oh, and it actually was one.
Yeah. So, when we talk about, movies failing. Rarely is it just on the director's head. I feel like oversight from producers, and with a property like Batman, I'm sure there's like 50 different hands at the ladle.
Oh, yeah.
Mixing in their
Because
own. Like,
they wanted it to
what if the Batsuit had nipples? Why not? Bat nipples. Oh boy. There's a lot on the ocean that I do not remember being on the ocean in this movie.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember them being
every single
at the
action
world-
sequence almost.
I remember them being at the Not UN a lot more often than they were.
Oh man, ash that cigarette, Burgess Meredith, come on. Joker doesn't have a lot of biz in this movie, which is sad.
I also love that all their Submariner guys are pirates.
Yeah, just time travel
Just-
pirates.
Yo-hos and eyes and...
Oh my god, how do I never notice that
But those
Penguin had
gloves?
these
Yeah.
super feather,
Yeah,
and it's
they're
his
like
shirt too.
They're crazy feathered.
Look at his shirt, it's like all feathers.
So weird.
There's just so much amazing stuff. Look at the poster of just penguins in the background.
I just noticed that, Patrick.
Be cool,
That's
stay in
hilarious.
school. Woo!
So while we're watching this, I'm watching you guys, and I've got other windows open. So this is pretty small, but it's just so clear, even in this small window. I want to watch this on a big screen somewhere. I think this is a movie that would, I don't know, like it should have, a cult following where like people play it every year on a big screen
Yeah, man.
and bring hairspray with like bat repellent written or shark repellent written on it. Oh, making big circles, bat circles.
I do not remember this Batzuka or whatever it is at all.
It's a bat launcher. Is that what he said?
They said there's
Yeah,
some
bat
kind of-
launcher.
Joker looking concerned. Oh.
I forgot Commodore Schmidlap was in this movie.
I know. All we want to do is drive them to the surface and like nearly destroy this boat. Like what they're
Yeah,
doing
he
right
could
now
care less. He's
is
like,
messing it up.
The physics are behaving very weirdly on this thing.
Oh. This is like the climax of the film. This is Star Trek physics of them just wandering around the exploding set. Huh. Man, Robin don't play.
Look at
He's
that
like,
earring on that dude.
Is that a Liberace cameo? The TV show?
you want to live forever? Wah! It's like Wario.
Pretty much. So good.
I imagine. Convenient plot device.
Oh, we're gonna get some
Submarine
fight
action.
sequences on the submarine. Batman's really messing up. How does Penguin can afford surplus war submarines that can be outfitted in a week? Why can't Batman get his own bat sub?
Because a boat's cooler.
I don't think so.
I forgot they had this.
Because Batman might be able to afford it, but the studio can't.
Look how teeny that submarine is. They're just walking around this mansion.
They just crashed the boat into it. Boom.
Boom. Batman jumped when it happened too.
Yeah, so this is the kind of submarine that Drew, you've probably been on too. It's just so cramped inside it.
Yeah, the one in Charleston, next to the Yorktown, I've been on.
Yeah, that's the one I had in Nam.
Oh, look how bright it is out here.
Yeah.
The set they're on.
Giant wrenches. Oh, here it is.
Pow! Whap.
I guess it only happened twice. There you go. That's the
If you get a wrench to your behind, you're getting thwacked, baby. It's so funny that there are sound effects that are these noises, but then every once in a while they throw in the actual word to zwap.
Sploosh. Clonk.
Oh, come on, Boy Wonder, don't turn your back on the Penguin. This guy's a jerk. This feels like a very Penguin movie, you know?
Yeah.
I know it's all four villains. Catwoman gets a lot of play too, but
yeah, she does.
oh, look at Joker just going down. He's about to get. Oh no!
Throws the cat at him.
Who's getting a cat in the face? That's what I want to know.
That guy just jumped off. He wasn't thrown. He wasn't pushed.
Yep. Well, it's an actual boat. It's rocking.
Don't come a knocking.
That poor cat.
Yeah. Some days you just can't get rid of a cat. Ooh, excuse me while I go for a swim.
Whoa! That was an interesting.
Bon voyage, pussy.
Yeah, I believe you did.
All right.
Colloquially, it has different meanings now, I think.
I understand
Bon
that.
voyage always means goodbye, basically. Bat fight. Bat fight. I wonder if she's gonna scratch him.
Flop.
Just like
That
a
cat
weird
looks
pose.
so
Okay, I have
good.
not seen this movie in a long time, but does Catwoman end up in that raft and scratch it with her claws accidentally and start losing air out of the raft?
Man, people are just in fact diving off of this submarine. It's like non-stop diving. Catwoman made it out pretty good in this fight.
Yeah. She's the only one still left.
Where are you going, Catwoman?
Flop.
She knocked herself out.
No, her mask came off. Secret identity.
Holy heartbreak.
Mug for the camera.
A single tear rolls down Adam West's cheek as he realizes Kit Kat, kitty cat, cat, feline, cat,
Feeling confused.
feeling kitty cat,
Riddler. Joker.
pussy,
For the Penguin.
cat, pussy cat, Kit Kat. It's Catwoman. Oh gosh, how did I not see it? It's so good. Like the physical humor in this movie is great. The silly slapstick.
Just the serious tone that this movie takes for some things.
Parts, yeah. Imagine someone's just in there spritzing the cowl.
That's we got bat nipples about 20 years before we're supposed
What
to.
really counts on those? Like,
There is like in one of those vials. There's only like half the powder. Like
well, that's because that
the
person's
amount,
half the man they used to be.
the amount of powder like changes scene to scene, and I don't know why. Like someone's going in there like taking scoops.
Oh!
Womp womp. Come on, man. You had one job.
Super
hope it was
molecular
dead, Robin.
dust separator. Robin right now is wearing. Actually, Batman and Robin are both wearing 2 sets of gloves.
Oh, good catch. They're also wearing these awesome smocks, and they have the belt on the outside of the smocks. That's a very Superman thing to say. Oh man, these reporters are hungry. They're chomping at the bit to get the scoop.
Is that George W. Bush?
Well, no, this is probably Herbert Walker Bush.
Yeah, what president is this? LBJ?
Super
No.
Southern president?
There wasn't a super Southern president at the time. Yeah, because Johnson was president at this point. I also like he's got this smock over his bat suit.
A little political commentary at the end of the film. No way, the 60s were great. Nothing was bad about them, right?
Tool double tap.
All right, I know I said this before, but I really wish there were switches in our lives today. You get light switches, but they don't have the same feel as like those metal.
Like the mechanical switch, yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
I love that they needed to put on all those masks for something that had nothing exposed to the air at all.
You don't want to breathe in some like Nigerian dude, some West German particle. Terrible. The finger would recombobulate inside you. Your lung.
We got more president.
The presidential phone is just like not special at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this has got to be LBJ with the hounds. Oh my goodness.
They got nobody that can do a British accent in this movie at all.
I know.
They have a British guy that works on the show.
British accent was invented in 1973, so we're still a few years away from that. The one we know and love. Back then, it was just unfilmable. It was like, oi, 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 boy.
So we have, that little vial had a lot more.
Yeah.
When Batman was separating, he was like, one for
Light
the
water,
council and
stop.
one for me. Good. I didn't get that. It was not hard water. It's both light and soft water.
So what's going to happen to when they expand in these vials?
Well, obviously they're just going to absorb the vials inside their body.
It's going to be pretty uncomfortable, I would imagine.
Bum bum. We have 4 minutes left in this movie. I wonder if it's gonna work, or
I don't think it will.
I hope they're just powder forever.
Or if they come back with their skins the same color as the powder.
So
I love that there is just a full-on garden hose as part of Batman.
Yeah, they get that from Home Depot, so you know it's quality.
God, I'm so thirsty. I really want some light water soft right now. Shh.
Do they just pray?
Stressful scene.
Listen to the on camera audio they're getting here.
That was like a looking way of turning on the water. I was like, well,
I really have to pee listening to this scene.
Oh, that noise. Ling, ling, ling.
Wiggling. Even though you couldn't see his hands, he was doing this underneath the camera.
Yep.
Yeah. He's always doing it.
It's his move. There it is. It's right there. Oh!
And they're still arguing.
Obviously, I mean, it's the joke worked once. Yay! Stock footage around the world.
Yeah.
People just throwing newspapers everywhere? Come on.
Uh-oh.
Keep your city clean. Oh boy. Not good. Not good, Batman. Oh, the German dude's speaking Yiddish.
They're all speaking the wrong languages.
This is the worst logic I've ever heard. Let's go.
Let's go, but inconspicuously through the window. Our job is finished.
See,
I think
the William Shatner of Batman.
I think Adam West and William Shatner went to the same acting school.
Yeah.
Do.
Yes, this is super inconspicuous.
Just open these up really wide, and we're just looking outside. It's the same thing when the villains enter the room. Like, no one sees Batman and Robin, just like, oh boy.
Are they just going to leave those bat ropes there after this?
Yeah.
They probably got a lot. Like, they didn't even need the batarang part of it. Like, they're just leaving behind.
And
The living end.
Starring Batman, Bruce Wayne, Adam West, Burt Ward as Robin, Lee Merriweather as Catwoman, Cesar Romero as the Joker, Burgess Meredith as Penguin, Frank Gorshin as the Riddler, Alan Napier as Alfred, Neil Hamilton. It's going too
Are you going
fast.
through all of them?
What does the living end mean?
I have no idea.
No, it's a punk band.
Who's Quetch? I missed Quetch.
He was one of the pirates.
Oh boy.
All right, guys. So we have watched most of, because we're talking through a lot of that. We've watched most of the 1966 Batman movie. What do we have to say about
this? You
this?
said you wanted to record a live podcast about it. Do you think we were just gonna watch it and not talk?
I mean, we talked a lot. I was surprised that we were able to fill up so much time until the movie got super interesting after the bomb.
There's so much action, and there's only so much you can say. It's like, okay, Batman's in the boat. He's still in the boat. They're driving around.
I had the flame on the side. So what did you guys think? If we had
It was
to
a
condense our
lot of fun. It
feelings.
was exactly what I expected it to be.
It felt like a long episode, which is good.
Did you? I mean, obviously, I noticed something that I did not notice as a kid: how intentionally humorously written it was. How kind of funny on purpose and not funny because of being dated that it was.
I remember definitely laughing at the show when I was a kid growing up. Yeah, and I don't know. I think it was different things to different people. I think the genius of it was that people could find humor in it on different levels. I don't know. There's not a lot to compare that to today. But like I said, like a 10-year-old, a 20-year-old, a 30-year-old could find different levels of humor in that film, in the TV show.
So, real talk, my 3-year-old has been watching, when we allow him to get access and stuff, he has been watching the first 10 minutes of this movie over and over again. He will start it, he will watch the intro sequence, he will make it to, he sees Shark Repellent. It's right after the Moscow bugle part, and then he will just start it right back over.
The plot bits are, I think, a little bit difficult for the younger crowd, but the action is just like so universal.
Well, there's so much talking, and it's talking in weird, like, super expository ways. It feels like a comic book of the era brought to life.
Oh boy, this is quite a riddle. Riddler.
Joke could sound like it has a C in it. C, Catwoman. Oh man. Well, that was fun, guys. I hope that you listening at home enjoyed it as much as we did. I'm gonna watch this movie again, but without you guys talking over it the whole time, because I gotta hear it. I gotta hear those performances. Actually, that's one more thing I want to say. The performances of the Rogues Gallery were just spot on.
Oh
So
yeah,
good.
no, everything about this. I mean, I think because you had these great character actors doing these roles, like everything about this show and the movie were just so much fun.
Yeah, definitely. Adam West Batman, a little weird, a little creepy.
It's great.
I'll kill you all.
I want to end the show in Adam West Batman, if I can. Are we ready for this?
Yeah.
Go for it.
You can find us at themoreyounerd.com.
Okay. Are you going to go through the entire thing in this voice?
Yeah.
This is like
Drew,
On Twitter,
you need
old
to
chum.
speed it up.
Twitter.com/themoreyounerd. Facebook.com/themoreyounerd. And do not forget our email address, themoreyounerd@gmail.com. If you send us a challenge, it might be the most important thing ever done for humanity.
precisely my 1-year-old older friend. They can also find us elsewhere online and submit challenges that have nothing to do with Batman, if so they cared to. We like doing movies.
Quickly, let's leave discreetly by closing the window.
Like we always do with a rousing nerd out.
Nerd out.
Nerd out, old chum.